All right, so I want to take a moment and I want to put on my professor hat while we're waiting for the oatmeal to cook because clearly it's taking a long time. I want to go over how to calculate your calories. So if you don't have a body composition machine that calculates or measures your muscle mass and your body fat, or if you don't have a personal trainer or coach to tell you what it is or to give you a meal plan, you can do it by yourself. It requires an equation that's going to take into account basically your weight, your height, and your age. And then it depends on your sex, so whether you're a man or a woman. So basically, here it is. Basal metabolic rate, the calories required to maintain your current body weight, is the number you want to go for. So the equation shows that for men, you want to go 10 times your body weight in kilograms. Oh, it's overflowing again. I guess that's done now. Anyways, 10 times body weight in kilograms plus 6.25 your height minus 5 times your age plus 5. For women, 10 times weight plus 6.25 times height minus 5 times age minus 161. That large number and the fact that it's a subtraction is probably due to the female anatomy and the hormones. I'm not going to pretend like I know, I don't really know. But do that equation, you'll find out your basal metabolic rate. If you want to lose weight, of 1 pound of fat, so 1 pound of fat is about 3,500 calories. So you could have a goal of losing 1 pound of weight or 1 pound of fat per week. That means you need to shave off 500 calories from that number you just calculated. So for example, if this number was 2,500, you need to cut off your calories per day at 2,000. So 7 days in the week, 7 times 500 is 3,500. And your activity level is going to be different for every single person. So 500 less calories per day, theoretically, you're going to lose about a pound of weight or body fat per week. It's important to keep a large amount of protein, enough fat, and enough carbohydrates, especially to fuel your workouts. Now, what I recommend if you've never basically tracked your protein before, I recommend starting at 70% of your body weight in grams of protein. So if a person is 100 pounds, start at 70 grams per day of protein for a week, see how difficult it is, and then you can scale up eventually towards 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Okay. And then I also want people to eat at least 40 grams of fat per day. I think that's a pretty good number. That'll ensure that you have good hormone levels, and that'll ensure that you're gonna have healthy joints. So eat enough protein. And then the cool part about this is that when you take your fats and your proteins and you have this basal metabolic rate goal, you're going to be able to subtract everything from your basal metabolic rate goal. So essentially, let's say your BMR goal is 2,000, okay? And then you're eating 40 grams of fat per day. So there's 9 calories in a gram of fat. 40 times 9. Okay, so that's gonna be 360 calories. 360. Okay. And then said person, it depends on, how much they weigh really. So let's say that they weigh 200 pounds. So 200 pounds times 4, because there's 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates or protein, but it's actually the same. So 800. Okay, so that math is 1160. All right, minus 2000. And that equals, so it's going to be 840. 840. So that'll give them just a little bit more grams of carbs and protein. I think this is going to be pretty case dependent. And let's see, 840 divided by 4. Let's see how good my math is. So 210. So 210 grams. Okay, so that's CPF. So hope you can see that. Fat, 40 grams, protein, 200 grams, carbs, 210 grams. Okay, and then you want to eat most of your carbs before the workout and after the workout. And that's it. That's how you calculate your basal metabolic rate calories. And then you either deduct 500 to lose a pound per week. Try not to go too low. If you're losing more than 2 pounds per week and then you're not a bodybuilder, then you're probably losing weight at too fast of a rate. So deduct 500 relatively, or increase the calories based on your basal metabolic rate. And this is the, if you want to look it up, this is the Mifflin-St. Jeor equation. All right, now my food's ready.